Mula hamba kanjani ikhiphani uGrand mfethu sharp umojo right la ukhona igama Smanga kaMhlophe abangaziyo kangcono bathi uDarkness Mhlophe omnyama you award winning radio personality #your order mfethu hayi thina ngoba ngichoma into ezenzakalayo. Welcome to another episode of The Uncensored mfethu yazi ukuthi kule show angiroli solo always have my main guy SA's golden voice ukhani Mashaba.
Ungasikhulumi isingisi. Perfect. Haw.
Mfethu.
Sanibonani simbingelele ohlelweni lwethu lanamuhla ababukele emakhaya. Igama lami Mashaba, South Africa's golden voice. Njengenjwayelo ke ngihamba nensizwa yakithi abathi uSmanga Mhlophe. Aye.
Namhlanje on our show we have this guy bafethu yabo lo mkhithi bafethu bizo ngani usothu ngifuna sho
uchwepheshe wamagama
nali ligama uchwepheshe
wamagama.
He's one of the dopest poets around the Old North Coast at Durban.
One of
no, I mean like he's number one and then by
let the
poet to Lethu Nkwanyana. Let's grant it.
Right, Nkwanyana.
Bengifuna ufunda ama credentials akho konke la manje ngabothi ipage eningi lana you won the South African Poetry Award, best for best poet, coordinator of Durban Poetry, performed at the Durban the African Arts Festival event. Hey, it's in England, founder of Let the Poets Speak, which is an annual event, annual poetry show. Hey, it's in England, named in the 12 poets in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, having the privilege of being a judge in the poetry slam competition. First, sitshela ngoLethu ubani uLethu Nkwanyana.
Lethu Nkwanyana mina.
I quit.
Belethini ubuzile ngiyakuphendula. Lethu Nkwanyana mina bafethu ajiki. Akekho omunye engimaziyo.
Usomani yabona wakhe.
Kodwa ke bafethu mina nje ngingane encane Nkosi yami engenaso isitezi njengomunye engimaziyo. Ngiyipoet ngithandela ukudlala ngamagama but trying to get a message across because ngiyabelieve ukuthi there's an intricate message enginayo ngaphakathi kumina which I always try to get across to the audience yami. uLethu Nkwanyana ke ngiqale nje ukubamba ipeni ngibhala into ethi inkondlo bekunyaka 2012 kwakuNovember kanje kunenkondlo eyodwa ngo2012 November ya ngase ngahamba ke ngihlale ngirecite njalo baze bathi sicela ukubooka nginenkondlo eyodwa and then I decided ukuthi why not let me just become a poet because people loved the one poem that I had at that time and then my journey of poetry started ngaleso sikhathi kuze kube manje I've been working ukuthi ngi-enhance izinga lami le-poetry.
Smanga mfethu night disclaimer kubabukele emakhaya.
Sure.
Uma nizolalela lensizwa ikhuluma ngicela niqinisekise ukuthi niphethe i-dictionary ezandleni zenu.
Yes,
ngoba
isingisi benyeke into yesingisi uthi mfethu awusho
we have
lento yesingisi okuresearch ngesingisi inkondlo bekuyinto owavele uyihlosile noma into vele yazenzakalela nje and in response kwi-crowd yakho bayakuzwa noma sometimes ukubona nje ukuthi hayi ngathi sengigijima ngedwa manje.
Okay, khona usisi ekuthiwa uSiphokazi Jonas oke ngilekelele oke ngimentorishe nami wakwasho enye into ngelinye ilanga ethi ngingaboy underestimate i-audience yami yabo. Sometimes when you use the language we tend to be esoteric okusho ukuthi for a certain group
crowd
of people, for a certain crowd. Gandhi, it's not always that case, ne? So mini poetry yami ngiyabelieve ukuthi iyafinyelela kumuntu. Mina there's u-anti wami osemdala. I was performing one man poetry show yami. Ngendlela wayibonga ngaye ethi angizizwanga isingisi sakho but lezi inkondlo ishilo zingithintile. So sometimes it's not actually ukuthi ngibambile ngampela amagama word by word ukuthi ngitheni. but i-energy in the room uyakwazi ukuyifeel ukuthi omunye uzakhale engazwanga ukuthi ubuthini. So music and poetry kuphinde nakho kucishe kube into efanayo. So indaba yakho ungibuza ngesingisi, no bengayona intention yami ukuthi ngifuna ukwenza inkondlo ngesingisi. Iyona into engaba exposed kuyona kuqala ngiqala ukubamba ipeni ngabhala inkondlo ngesingisi, but nginazo inkondlo zesiZulu, so ngiyasebenzisa o2 ama languages ami. And abantu mebelalele mina isikhathi esiningi bathanda yona leyo factor yokuthi mina ngisebenzisa isingisi ngiphinde ngisebenzisa isiZulu equally. So hayi ukuthi mengisho ngesingisi sekuyaziwa ukuthi imnandi kakhulu mengenza isiZulu iyabheda, noma mengenza isiZulu imnandi kakhulu ku-equal. I-level yami yesiZulu nesingisi ngiyazama ukuyihloniphisa ukuthi ibalance, yeah, because I respect i-language. Amen.
And then kuwo wonke amagama okungawakhetha ukuzibiza ngalo your stage name, phecelezi uLethu the Poet, how did you come up with that name? How did you even Lethu the Poet? Or is it short for uLethu the Poet?
Yeah, ngizozama ukuphendula lo mbuzo. I did not come up with that name. Ngangifuna ukuthi ngaqhamuka nalo ukuthi lento kwaba izinto ezu3 ezavele zaqondana ngesikhathi esisodwa. I remember in high school when I was about to perform, ngabhala ukuthi ngizoperforma ipoetry, yabo. So lo muntu engangizomlandela bavele bangazi ukuthi uba lo landelayo. So lo muntu waye MC stage wavele wathi let the poets come in, because they did not know ukuthi uba igama belingabhali kwathiwa let the poets come in. So people knowing ukuthi mina igama lami nguLethu thought that was a stage name when they said let the poets come in the stage. And then I walked in the stage and everyone was saying let the poets, whilst it's not even let the poets. And on a second factor, mhlambe lokhu it's on my side. I mean, I always say I believe that uNkulunkulu is a poet. Yes. So I let uNkulunkulu, which is God, the poet, speak through me.
Wow.
So ingakho ngithi let the poet speak, because I let the poet speak through me. Kodwa ke mina nje igama lami uLethu waNkwanyana, igama le event or one man show yami let the poet speak. Abantu bathanda ukuthi let the poet mina. It's fine, I accept it. Kodwa nguLethu waNkwanyana, but if ufuna ungibiza let the poet or let the poet speak, it's okay with me.
So you are Lethu the Poet, not Lethu the Poem. Not Lethu the Poem. Not Lethu the Poetry.
I'm a poemist.
I suppose the suffix ist is used in a case where you are a master in that particular category.
Yeah.
So they say, hence scientist, pianist, and so forth.
Smanganist. You are spiritual kakhulu, and isikhathi esiningi siyabona even ey'nkundleni zakho ey'bhalayo ukuthi spiritual. Tell me about upbringing yakho esontweni. Isonto was it into osukuyona manje ngoba wabona ekhaya kwenziwa, or into vele nawe obonayo ukuthi no, this is the way to go, because lokho nje njalo uma stage akwenzeki well, angazi ngibone kwenzeka uperforme ingekho into elinka wena with your spiritual side.
Oh, okay, ngiyabonga for the question. Kahle i-poetry yami ngiyithole esontweni vele. So I started poetry ngisesontweni. Mina ngakhula ngiku-Sunday school akaze ngisithole isikhathi sokuthi hayi udukile useyolala. Ngakhula vele in a church. So kwakuzofika abantu besuka eGermany esontweni kwase kwathiwa sicela ukuthi senze into different, go write a poem. Shuthi mina inkondlo ngatshelwa esontweni kwathiwa go write a poem, but the level of writing shuthi ngisaqala nje my first writing yayinhle kakhulu base bayithanda, and then I became a poet from church. So that is why ngaso sonke isikhathi I like to acknowledge uNkulunkulu ey'nkondlweni zami. Ama-issues engiwatheklishayo awamaningi kakhulu. Well, I try ukuthi mekukhona ama-subject matter ahlukile ngiwenze, but mina ngiyazazi ukuthi mostly I'm a Christian poet because my poems ngiyazi ukuthi most of them are based on uNkulunkulu or philosophical ke, where I tackle existential questions ukuthi kungaphezu kwamandla eyami ingqondo uma ngihlala ngiqala ngicabanga ukuthi umhlaba waqala kanjani, you know, I'm questioning i-existence ukuthi kwaqala kanjani yonke into, but every time I go back into engihlangana nayo ekugcineni kuhlale kuwuNkulunkulu. So everything engiyenzayo ngivele ngibone ukuthi this whole poetry thing, it's just God. Everything God, because I find God in everything that I speak about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Great. Phela bathi ruswahla lensizwe. Bakhala phela umama lapha enkundleni zokuxhumana Facebook nako Instagram.
Angaze ngibone ngizwa
phela khambe kuvele noma kungacasha khona. Manje zithini love life nganami? Kahle lo mbuzo bekumele ubuzo wena Smanga. Because manje he's gonna lie and I'm gonna laugh. So I'm not saying he's going to lie, but then I just want to step aside for a few seconds, because whatever this is gonna say, I just hope that it doesn't make me laugh.
So if ukhalehleka kusho ukuthi ulethu uKambamanga lethu love life.
ngifuna ukwazi nge-love life.
Are you in a relationship with someone, with a special someone?
Mina mafethu ngithanda uNkulunkulu. God first and the rest shall follow. uNkulunkulu. Khona iculo esesicule esontweni elithi ongithandayo ngimsindise. Shuthi ngiyazi ukuthi akukho-ke kusizo khona la ongangithanda njengoba ngithanda umsindisi wami. So it's fine. For now, I think my love life, ngizosho ukuthi it's private. Ukhona umuntu okhona uyangijabulisa, akaziwa, siyafihlana.
Umjolo the dating. Welcome to
siyamutana, ngimfaka ngiyabacisa abanye. So siyathandana naye uright yonke into, kodwa hayi ngendlela embi Nkosi yami. uNkulunkulu emuhle uzosilekelela ukusihleka. That's my first. Yeah.
Umjolo the dating. Whether we poet or not, umjolo uzo. Hey, it's fine,
Yeah.
it's fine. Let's say ibambe kanjalo umjolo kodwa ngibone omunye umuntu ehleka lapha ngisho ukuthi ukhala kade ehleka. Kodwa boye umuntu ehleka. But let's speak about the last competition abukuyona.
Yeah. You wouldn't sound digital slam.
You came third, event. You out of 100 and bebangabantu abangeneleni.
Bebaningi kahle not even South Africa. Angifuna ukuthi South Africa ngoba there were people participating from Germany. I remember the person who was number 2, which is Bella Cox, is in London right now. It's more of a global thing, because I saw there are people participating from different countries. So me now to be named number 3, we competition engine. It's a huge privilege, and Word and Sound is one of the it's the biggest poetry slam in Africa.
So you came third, and then loqala Bella Cox was in England.
No, loqala Xabiso Vili. He's from Pretoria. He's been winning, really, that guy. It's so difficult to dethrone him. So
technically, you are number 1 in KZN. You are number 2 in South Africa. You are number 3 emhlabeni wonke.
Ngiyavuma.
Nganyawethu. Bathu siyazi ukuthi you've been winning competitions. This was abanganoqala, you've been winning. What can we expect from Lethu the poet, Lethu Nkwanyana, 2021 moving forward?
2021, we are going digital again.
It's true, yeah.
Last year, I wasn't able to be at the annual poetry show, which is the Let the Poet Speak. But this year, it's going to be digital. Got a police or audience, got an but about 50, which is okay. And we're also going to be having a poetry slam, which is the Let the Poet Slam competition. Another project that I'm working on, ukuthi ngiyenze i-tour islam, ukuthi ibe khona e-Cape Town, ibe khona e-Johannesburg, ibe khona in fact konke ama-provinces. So ngiyazama ukukhuluma nabantu from different provinces to participate in the slam. Already eJohannesburg nase-KZN, people are ready. They are ready to slam.
But before we speak about COVID, the COVID situation, as a poet, because you know what's going on, your performer events and gigs and stuff. So I want to ask about is scene your poetry here in Smanga and in KZN. From your view, how in Johannesburg scene your poetry in Smanga and as well as in KZN? Because siyazi ukuthi kwamanye ama-event engasengishaya i-event yegqom njengamanje izogcwala kugcwala, but if ngishaya i-event yosonkondlo njengamanje izokwenzakalani?
No, ngicabanga ukuthi i-poetry yala e-KZN is strong ngendlela ongeke uzuyicabanga. There's a guy, like there are many poets engawapointa. Example, abo Mhlophe. Mhlophe, he made like 100,000 views in 1 week.
Imagine.
So if a poet is able ukuthi enze bebuka inkondlo yakhe ibe nama views of 100,000 in 1 week, that means lo muntu wala KZN, there are people like Okupela who are here in KZN, in Maritzburg, and many more other poets. So a poetry scene like KZN, the difference with a poetry scene like KZN, when I go to Johannesburg, they compete. They are competitors. They are competitions. People make money. Many are like KZN. They are just shows. People have shows, but they don't really gain a lot. It's just and then poets from Cape Town, those poets work extremely hard because their poems are published, their poems are international, they are buying amabhuku abo internationally. So mina ngiyazama ukuthi ngifunde kuwo wonke ama-provinces ukuthi yini le special nge-Cape Town, ngitry ukuthi nami ngiyenze njani shona igama lesingisi ngiyintshontshe leyo nto leyo,
bring it all in together, and consort with it.
Yes, exactly. So ngihlanganise i-Cape Town, i-Johannesburg, i-KZN, i-Eastern Cape, i-Free State, onke ama-provinces kube embodied with one person, which is Lethu Nkwanyana.
You spoke about ukuthi amanye ama-poets outside ama-poems abo they are being published and all that. Singalindela mhlambe ibhuku from Lethu the poet in a few ungayibekela i-date first because isikhathi nje uma ubeka i-date into igcine yenzakanga ngigcina usiyenziswa i-pressure, but can you expect something like that from Lethu? Is it gonna be, if yes, is it gonna be like poems, or are we expecting motivation there? Are we expecting life stories? What can you expect in that sense of
phela ungangibuza nje because bengakavumi. It's fine
because we want it, siyayidinga.
No, in fact I am working on a book. Kodwa lelo book lelo, I wouldn't say it's a poetry book, but it does have poems. Every chapter ihlukaniswa inkondlo, summarizing the whole thing. So there is a book coming out. Ngathi li philosophy ngizosho njalo. It's a philosophy poetry book. Elitheklisha theology, eline science futhi phakathi. Because I'm fascinated with science, uNkulunkulu. So theology engena lapho,
astronomy,
astronomy, astrology, astrophysics, zonke lezo zinto ngizama ukuhlanganisa ebhukwini, but lelo book lelo hayi ukuthi labantu abathize inomba uzokwazi ukulipick up, alifunde, al-understand. Ngeke ngilibhale nge-level yokuthi akekho ke manje umuntu ozwayo.
But before ngibuyisele kukhala nokhale some few questions, ngifuna ukubuza into le. When performing fethu, when writing inkondlo sekwafile ngathi akuthini athi ngidedela igama lesingisi lingasho lutho engahlangana nje into vele nje uthi nje ba ngoba mina ngiyenza nje manje nonto ngamambona uthi no akuthini ngathi ngivele ngithi nje yazi bafethu ngihambile ngawubona ngisho igama yabo ngisho nje igama ngizama ucabanga igama ngingane ukisha phambi kwakho ngizovela umcorrect yabo.
I have done that, kodwa not on many occasions. Ngicabanga ukuthi as ama-poets sine poetic license to use words that we created. Kodwa umuntu olalele I'll understand. I remember ukuthi khona igama engilisebenzisa ngathi berylliite. Awulazi ukuthi liqonda ukuthini. Uma uzolibheka kwi-dictionary ngeke uzulithole because igama eliqanjwe yimi.
So,
but kwi-context ye-poetry mengilisho uzo-understand ukuthi bezama ukuthi because lonke igama elikhona la create. So ngekathi ulilalela uyalizwa ukuthi ngizama ukuthini. Akhona amagama engiwasebenzisa but akujwayelekile.
Suddenly I feel very berylliite. Don't you feel berylliite?
Not so much, mate. Not so much, mate.
Lethu angazi khathi nasidlala game nolethu noma simiyeke sidlala game yakhe.
Sizoyidlala ngeke singayidlali inkosi yami. How can we not? How can we not?
Sure.
Bafethu ke.
Lethu we have a game here, ne?
Sure.
Igame yethu it has 10 questions when you just have to answer nje into oqala efike engqondweni yakho.
Okay.
You have 30 seconds ukubuza lembuzo ewu30. For isibonelo, if ngithi uthanda formal shoes or amateki uzosho amateki.
Sure.
I-shirt noma iskipper, i-shirt, you understand?
Okay.
So you just have to answer honestly within the 30 seconds.
Okay.
So, are you ready? Kyle, are you ready with the time now?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
And your time.
I must answer in 30 seconds.
Yes, lumbuzo 10.
Okay.
You have 30 seconds to answer the 10 questions.
Okay.
Don't be really like here.
Okay. No. Just go for the question.
Is it elucidated? All right. And your time starts now.
Piano or house?
Piano.
Chiefs or pirates?
Chiefs. Definitely.
Worst present you ever received?
Worst what?
Present you ever received?
Yo, shorts.
Are you single?
No.
Do you have a side chick?
Hey, no.
Is your side chick cute?
There is no side chick.
Is your side chick cute?
There is no side chick.
Best township around Stena?
Shagaville.
How many 10 cents are in a 5 rand?
100.
My friend is not good in maths. Never ask him anything mathematically related.
So we have
Never.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. You answered 8 questions, eh? So which means number 9 modern movements answered 9.
Yeah, modern movements, yeah.
So
Kodwa nabo sibabili to by nokho isikhathi bese siphelile.
Yeah, so they have 9, you have 8, Pace has 8, Double S has 8. So modern movement
Double S uno 9.
9, 9 Double S. 9.
Ngishongo ukuthi bengikhompyutha.
No, it wasn't a competition, we're just keeping score team. First, why ngikubuza ukuthi is your side chick cute? Umtshela ukuthi you don't have a side chick.
Vele ngithini?
Lethu. Nganami. Maphizi.
Okay. In order. Okay, wait. Before nize ningibuza invader
Dobe.
Wait.
Is your side chick cute? Yes or no?
Okay, she's cute.
No, it's.
But in order for you to say there's a side chick, you need to know my straight.
Oh, so
do you know my straight first, and then we talk about the side?
Are you saying you have so many girlfriends such that
No.
We cannot point at the exact girl who we can say.
God.
Oh God, my God. But I see you because njengamanje kwethu siyazi ukuthi impilo yaqhubeka COVID-19 from March, I think it was March last year, can't remember. How was Lethu survive kanjani from March looking at our performance? Were you able to perform somewhere, your online events? Kuze kube manje manje selukhona yini ushintsho?
Even poets like do they even get paid enough? I'm a poet myself. I just left poetry because I was good at presenting it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start with your question. The poetry scene from March. Vele, I've been going digital.
Yeah.
Which
so is the new normal.
Yeah. So participating in international slams even. So let's allow my competition. You get paid for your performance. You get paid if you win.
You get paid if you come third.
Well, it's not really getting paid. You win your money.
Yeah.
So luckily I have won kwamanye, I've lost kwamanye. But being paid with poetry, it's still difficult. I wouldn't even call it a poetry industry. It's just a poetry community because it's still small. I know almost all the poets are corner. So if I'm able to know almost all the poets, if you talk about Eastern Cape, I'll tell you I'm a poet, I say Eastern Cape. Kanti mina ngifuna ukuthi ngize ngingazi ngithi ukhuluma ngoba. When you tell me ukuthi there's a poet ekhona ese-Free State, ngifuna ukucabanga ngithi khona poet e-Free State, you know. But I know almost everyone, so we are still small. There are a few people who are actually making a lot of money through poetry. But the best way ukuthi to work hard and this publishing thing, publish books, yenza umsebenzi wakho ube available, put your work kuma social media platforms, yabo. Wenza umsebenzi wakho ukuthi ukwakhela imali, but we are not being paid enough. But I believe ukuthi we are going there because we are seeing poets who are actually making it in the industry. It's not like before, man.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. But before we wrap it up, let's speak about our social network. Where do we get you? My social network is more about who let the poet who Nkwanyana socials. Also, most happened to Roma socials. I don't challenge one poet. In fact, in the whole of the country, KZN, South Africa, or Africa, or the world that you look up to.
I know the answer.
Sipokazi Jonas.
Shout out to Sipokazi Jonas.
But I'm also fascinated with writing Modise Sehote. Ilaba babhala ngesingisi ilaba engibathanda kakhulu. But in terms of isiZulu nani ngithanda uDokotela umfana kaGogo uzama uCofa uGubhela uThobelihle uzamani Mzobena
But the social networks, how do we get a hold of Lethu Nkwanyana? If ngamanje ushina bakha WhatsApp ngayishiya kodwa ke siyazi ama-artist nokuthi no mina don't give my WhatsApp number etc.
Lethu Nkwanyana. Yeah, just Lethu Nkwanyana. There's a page, my Facebook page is Lethu Nkwanyana Poet. Just go there, like the page. Instagram, Lethu Nkwanyana, everywhere, Lethu Nkwanyana. YouTube, searching my videos, Lethu Nkwanyana.
Thank you so much for coming through, ne?
WhatsApp.
Oh, WhatsApp.
067 88101157.
Ladies.
No, man, it's for everyone. It's for everyone.
This man loves God.
Yeah, blocker manje.
From Smanga, Mhlophe, your order, no personality, hashtag your order. Let the poet speak. Let the poet speak.
Is he not going to give us a poem?
Just give a poem. Just give. Just one poem.
My friend, I just have one thing to tell you before I depart from this vicinity. The thing is, Cristiano Ronaldo is the greatest player of all times. Thank you. Bye, bro.
No, I know he loves
Messi. Sipokazi is the Messi of poetry. If Ronaldo is the best, then I think let's not. Oh my God. Our existence is sometimes mistaken for a combination of confused chemicals. Scientists say that we come from a collection of nothingness that is concealed in a quantum vacuum, an infinitesimal singularity that puked reality. It was congested and choked that it carved out the cosmos. A complex algorithm for our architect is said to be contained in the rhythm of a continuum, but wait. Let's reverse the cosmic time to trace the original origin of the universe to an omniscient oracle who will unravel the odyssey of our reality. For in the string theory of reasoning, the evidence of anything that is relies on the existence of something that came before it, and it being caused by another cause that caused it, causing another, coursing through time, continuing infinitely backwards without identifying the first cause. So how can a finite being infinitely fathom the infinite? How can a finite being infinitely fathom the infinite? So I reject the ideology of infinite regress. Let the poet speak.